Welcome back to MC Disc Vlogs. This is my November 2025 in the bag video. My Axiom Light Voyager I've been using for a couple years. Decent padding on the back. It's got like 27 discs in there, I think. Decent size side pockets and stuff, and a couple drink holders. All right, onto the discs. Got an Electron Firm Pixel in there. I've been switching between a couple different putters this year, but I'm back to the Pixel for right now. 173 grams. Just has a nice feel in the hand. Plasma Proxy, good for straight to understable putter shots, 166 grams, and it's pretty beat in, so yeah, just nice straight to understable like tee shots and approaches. Cosmic Neutron Insanity, this one's got a super nice swirl to it, 166 grams, just good for like hyzer flips through the woods or just like low power fairway shots. Yeah, just a nice 9-speed. Tempo, I'd say this is like a beat in Entropy, 172 grams. Yeah, just fits in between the Envy and Entropy. Has a nice feel in the hand. Envy, this is just a little straighter than the Tempo, but a little slightly overstable, like a little more stable than the Proxy. 172 grams, just has a nice nice look to it with the swirls too. Good for tee shots, I'd say like 200 to 250. Similar distance to the Envy, but just like dead straight shots and stuff that you don't want to like glide super far, like approaches. You don't want to go past the basket too far. That's what the range is good for. 173 grams. It'll hold any angle, but I like it just for those dead straight shots. Entropy, yeah, just more stable than the Tempo. Not sure what the weight on this one is. The sticker came off of it. Probably somewhere in the 170s, but just nice overstable approaches, and it'll get a decent skip too. Similar kind of shots to the Entropy, but like longer, mid-range, the Pyro, 176 grams. It's got a super nice swirl to it. Yeah, really good for skip shots, overstable approaches, just basically the Entropy but longer. Paradox, good for like really understable mid-range shots, 177 grams. Just like long flippy shots. Yeah, that's basically it. I don't throw it a whole lot. Similar but a little bit more stable, the Detour, just like slightly flippy mid-range shots. Just a little flippier than the Hex. Like in between the Paradox and the Hex is the Detour. Hyzer flips through the woods, low power mid-range shots, 178 grams. Dead straight mid-range shots, I like the Hex. This one's 178 grams. I had like a 173 in there. It was also getting a little beat in too, so this is a nice new one. It's a little bit heavier too, so it stays straight. I feel like the other one was almost slightly too flippy for what I liked, so put a new one in there. 176 Balance. This is almost like a Pyro, a little bit straighter, still decently overstable. Yeah, just like Hex kind of distance, but a little more stable. Say it's kind of like a Reactor. If you're throwing a Reactor, it's like that. So yeah, just nice little overstable mid-range shots. Decent for sidearms too. If I want something that's like the Hex but a little bit longer, I'll go with the Cosmic Neutron Crave. This one started off pretty stable. I used to have 2 of them in there. But yeah, it's I mean, it still gets a little bit of fade, but it's like a longer Hex. Just fairway shots, maybe 300-ish to 325, somewhere around there. Or good for sidearms too. Turbulence, this is a really nice overstable disc, 171 grams. This one's 173. It's got a nice thumb track to it. I'd say it's kind of like a flare or a fireball, but it doesn't get that kind of skip, which is nice for like holes like was it hole 17 at Northridge, where I want to like fade away from the pond, but it doesn't get that like big skip, which is kind of nice. So yeah, just nice overstable, but doesn't get a lot of skip. Rhythm. This is kind of like a hex, a little less stable, and it's a little lighter, 168. Stays like Crave SS, kind of just like hyzer flips through the woods, low power fairway shots, that kind of thing. Terra, overstable 8 speed, maybe like similar distance to the Crave, but more overstable. It's a nice feel in the hand, 171. It's got an almost different feel than regular Neutron. I don't know if it's just a different blend. Might put a different one in there, but it's a decent overstable fairway. Wrath, this is just a main like control 9 speed, I'd say decently overstable, just nice hyzers or sidearms. Good 9 speed. It's got a nice color, that I like that blue color. It's 174 grams. Fireball. This is a fission one though, 160 grams. It's almost, with being that light, it almost flies like the Wrath. I like it for thumbers though, because of how light it is, and it just has a nice feel in the hand. With it being the 9 speed, it's not got a super wide rim, so I like it for thumbers. I might put like a lightweight resistor in there too for something like that too, but right now I got the Fission Fireball in there. And this one's decently beaten, so I might put a new one in there. But I like the color combo on this too. Just a nice, and the nice grip too with the Fission plastic. Trail, just long straight shots, similar to a Crave but longer, I guess. 172 grams. Maybe get a little touch of a turn, a little fade, but it's pretty straight. 10 speed. 11 speed, this is a Vanish, 173 grams. I like it for sidearms. It's good for like flippy longer shots too, but I mostly just throw it for sidearms. Same speed. Zenith, this is like just say like control shots, almost maybe like a Wrath, maybe a little less stable, but a little farther too. Just almost neutral, but a little bit of fade. 11 speed. And if I want something more stable, I'll go with the Defy. This one's 171, 173 Defy. I had the retooled time lapse in there and the old time lapse, but I took out the new one and then put the Defy in there. I just like the feel of this one. It's a brand new one too, so it's pretty stable. Good for like headwinds and stuff. Just anything more stable than the Zenith. I got a original time lapse. This one's good for just overstable 12 speed shots. It's 172 grams. Yeah, the retooled ones they made a little less stable. Say this one's almost like a destroyer kind of flight. Nice long overstable 12 speed, and it's got a nice feel in the hand too. I call this one the Hulk one because the purple and green combo. Mayhem, this is good for those long S-curve shots. Yeah, just nice 13 speed long S-curves, just long distance shots. That's basically what I throw it for. 170 grams. Same speed, way more overstable is the Panic. I like this for big spike hyzers like holes, 7 at Northridge, the island hole. Just try to go big spike hyzer over the trees and spike it into the island. Or it's good for those long hyzers or long skip shots. Sidearms too, but yeah, mainly big hyzers or spike hyzers. 175. 175 gram Excite, max weight Excite. This one's good for long rollers, long shots, basically like just a longer version of the Mayhem. Sort of neutral, but you know, that big S curve, even longer than the Mayhem. And then if I want something like that, but a little more stable, I'll go with the Tantrum. This one's 173. Yeah, similar to Excite, but just a little more stable. I'll also throw this one on rollers too, that I don't want to churn as much on the roll. or yeah, just long S curves, but with a little more fade. I'll go with Tantrum. All right, so that's my in the bag. You get all this stuff at KW's. That's my retail sponsor. Any discs or bags, or he's an official Zuka dealer. You can get Zuka carts there. Any of the main disc manufacturers, anything there. He's got any of the disc golf needs you'd want. So shop at KW's, and thanks for watching, and see you in the next video.